2026. Adequate notice of this meeting being held on the 12th day of January 2026 at 7:36 has been provided. Adequate notice has been provided in accordance with section 3D of the chapter 231 of the public laws of 1975, commonly known as the Sunshine Law. Into the pledge. Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Attendance, Jose Reyes,
Here.
Grace Ann Kelly. Here. Ryan Methinger,
Here.
Jose Maderos,
Here.
Philip Bellin,
Here.
Brad Nelson,
Here.
Ken Shalay,
Here.
Jeff Coletti,
Here.
Steve DiLorenzo,
Here.
Daniel McDonald,
Here.
Paul Muir.
Here.
We have the oath, for our reappointments. Paul Muir, Jeff Coletti, Jose Reyes, and Philip Bellin. You'll stand and we'll do the oath of office. Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear,
I, Paul Muir, Jeff Coletti.
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I support the Constitution of the United States
that I support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
bear faith and allegiance to each other,
and to the government established in the United States
government established in the United States,
and the state under the authority of the people.
based in the state of authority of
Thank you very much. And please sign your votes so that I can record those. And so our first order of business is to elect the chairman.
Nominate Ken Toy.
I'll second that.
Any other nominations? Okay, and we'll do a vote. Do we do it by name or do we do it just yay and nay?
You just want to do one, you can do voice. Just. Oh.
Nay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any against? Abstentions? Okay. Ken Shalay is our chairman.
Thank you.
Now,
Alright, nomination for vice chairperson. Nominate Jose Maderos.
I'll second it.
You have a nomination? All those in favor? Wait, against? Abstentions? Abstain. Planning board secretary? Officially.
Second.
The nominees, all those in favor? The planning board attorney,
Nominate Scott Wilder. I'll second it.
and there are no other requests. That we have. Yes, we do.
It was, I'll share, it was a quiet, year for professionals, but not been.
One.
I said IT was the only contested, professional. And we're still advertising for backup public defender, if anybody knows secondary public defenders. I said to the township committee members.
You have to be a lawyer.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, planning board engineer,
What's it?
I'll nominate Tom Decker.
Van Cleveland.
Yeah. I'll second that.
Specifically Tom Decker. Yeah, he's the only, one who had applied. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay. And the planner,
He also. He was doing, oh, that was,
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis.
Davis from
Higher rule.
Higher Group.
I'll make that nomination.
I'll second it.
Again, no other,
Yeah.
applications were given to the board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Abstentions? Okay. Right. We're gonna talk about the newspapers here. We are having some challenges as far as deadlines and time limits. It's basically looks at this point when we deem an application complete based on the actual days required by law. We can't have a meeting at the next meeting, so it'll be, if it's deemed complete tonight, it'll be 2 meetings away. It's based on the number of days required, being that the Democrats no longer in publication for us, we can't use that. So it puts us 10 days plus 2, 1, Monica.
The other issue that we have is that although we are, as of March, we are able to do it on our website, and the Bethlehem Township is moving in that direction, and that is looking positive and very helpful. It does not affect the applicant. The applicant still needs to have the 10 days plus, without the day of the hearing. And then the review and the courier require like 2 days before that. And so that winds up being, if we have a deem it complete on a Monday, that Tuesday morning by 10 a.m., all the notices have to be going to the newspaper. So when they have professionals and they're prepared for that, that works. But when it's not with a professional, it doesn't always work. So I just wanted to talk about the fact that even though we are going to go to the website, it does not affect the responsibility on the applicant, and we can't take that over for them. That exposes us to the liability of noticing the public. So, and by law, by the New Jersey rules that have come out, I'm reading up on them, it doesn't affect the applicant. The applicant still has to go through a regular newspaper. So that's why.
So didn't New Jersey change the law so that we could deal with this somehow?
It's just for municipal notice, but
Just for municipal.
Specifically, Carly needs to notice.
Yeah.
So we're putting it on the website that doesn't change the need for any kind of thing.
because the applicant can't use our website.
Yeah.
That was the one flaw.
I got that.
So
They have to notice the 200.
So it's always gonna, it looks like it's always gonna be, next meeting plus. meeting.
Yeah. So what newspapers
So
are?
that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, so.
Our primary last year,
Hundred in Review, and then our secondary is Courier News.
I'm gonna review it. Never could hurt.
It actually prints locally, so we could use it.
so,
Yeah, Courier News is your best alternative schedule. I mean, best option to, should say that.
Would
best
the-
option to keep us on schedule.
Would the Courier be a better first
Yeah,
choice?
that's what I think Courier should be first. Right?
Yeah.
So I apologize for using the word alternative. I meant alternative to the 100 Democrats. So
Yeah.
Courier News, I would recommend being the primary based on actually Monica's recommendation and the 100 Review being the second.
Is Courier a daily paper?
Courier's daily, and it's 2
So,
days.
yeah.
It's an interesting cycle with our meetings and when they land and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
All right.
so that's motion.
Make a motion for the Courier News to be the official newspaper and Hunter Review be the secondary newspaper.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? And all those in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Gotcha. All right, meeting schedule?
It's in your administrative documents.
Make a motion to accept the meeting date as noted.
Is there a double, there's a double date down at the bottom for the next year's reorganization meeting? It says January 11, 2026, 2027.
Thank you.
6, 7.
We're gonna be in 26 next year.
I'll amend my motion to, as amended. As corrected.
Any further discussion? Right, the only discussion point, I don't know how busy of a year. Do we want to? And we don't ever have a meeting on the second December. Because of Christmas, do we want to add that in? We can always remove it.
Can we always add it to?
We can add it now, but later we'd have to renotice for
We'd
it.
have to renotice, right?
I know right now it's seeming like a busy year. To me, it doesn't matter. I don't think we're gonna have a meeting, but should we just put it in there in case? And
Yeah, you could always tell the neighbors.
we can always call.
Easier to cancel
Yeah,
than
it's a
add.
lot easier to cancel. One more time with her?
As amended again.
I'll second that.
Okay.
December 21st.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
28th would be 28th, right?
No,
21st.
21st.
21st? That would be 1 week.
Yeah.
That's right, 1 week. That's not.
Oh, yeah, that's the next meeting.
Yeah.
That would be the 28th,
Yeah, 17. 28.
as amended again.
Good, but now it's gonna be a long year.
Yeah, 14th and the 28th.
The 28th would probably be a very tough meeting to get a quorum on, since a lot of people will be on vacation, but.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Abstentions? And no. The bylaws?
Again, the administrative tax. Behind the dates.
Yeah, it's one of the, yeah.
I would make a motion that we table the bylaws until we all have time to kind of reread them and make any suggestions.
You okay with that? Everybody else okay with that? In tables? And then, next meeting?
Is there anything we thought?
Oh, yeah, we don't have a whole-
Bylaws. Is there any like operational issue that we had last year, or like change? I don't understand what to do tonight, but just.
No.
Yeah, well, that's why.
Same thing as last year, right? Nothing's changed.
Well, I think last year we did the same thing. We tabled it till the next meeting.
Well, give us a little bit of time just to.
I just asked more as a thought question.
Yeah.
Is there something that somebody felt didn't work this year that should be changed?
What did we change last year? We had it in the.
There was
It was
something.
last page
Yes.
is what we had it in.
We had it in the time limits,
Right.
for depending on how many people were in the audience.
And then didn't we also?
It is on the last page, and you have amended it 11 times in the last, 20 years, so it is a significant.
Section 6 on page 3 is the same.
Yeah.
But didn't we also, we were something about the first meeting is for
We,
something,
well,
and
we still,
second meeting is for something else?
yeah.
But I thought we reworded it, but yeah.
Yeah, we were planning that
Try to
the
do,
first meeting would be planning and the second meeting would be hearing. But that, I don't know that we changed that.
I know we discussed it. I don't know. Change it.
it's a concept that we would like to work with, but again, we don't, applications are not dictated. Where
Sorry.
we have to kind of go, well,
Yeah.
all right, so we're gonna table the discussion of bylaws for next meeting.
that a motion or is that just?
No, it's gonna take it. And subcommittees. We have major and minor. Last year's. People involved,
Was Jeff Coletti, Grace Ann Kelly, and Jeff twice. And, Jeff and Grace Ann, and then we replaced, Daniel McManaman.
Okay with that.
There you go.
and we need another person. All right, site plan,
Steve DiLorenzo, Philip Bellin, and Jeff Coletti again.
Was Jeff on anything else?
second.
Just before we like.
Just.
Highland Review, he's also on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
Let's,
So, yeah.
you want me off? Okay.
let's let me get this. So we need another fill-in for Jeff. Jeff's on Patrick committee also, so he's got.
Which committee? I can
fill this site plan.
Oh, it was well.
Yeah.
Did we miss minor?
That's the same.
No, we'll do major and
Oh,
minor.
major and minor done together, okay.
All right, ordinance review,
Paul Muir, Grace Ann Kelly, Ken Shalay, and Brett Nelson.
I'm good.
Highlands review,
Jeff Coletti, Grace Ann Kelly, Judy Nelson, and Jose Reyes.
I'll step in for Jeff. if you-
like I said before.
For Judy, or for Judy, yeah, that's fine.
So Jeff, you're staying on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure I wasn't on site plan here?
I didn't have you there, but you might have been.
Retired.
But we'll be this year.
Am I this year?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. So now you guys,
So I'm on site plan and Highlands?
yes.
Okay.
Do you mind reading through the list?
Yeah.
I missed something.
Okay, so major and minor subdivision, I have Jeff Coletti, Grace Ann Kelly, and Ryan Messinger. I have site plan, Steve DiLorenzo, Philip Bellin, Jose Maderos, and Daniel McDonald. Then ordinance review, I have Paul Muir, Grace Ann Kelly, Ken Shalay, Brad Nelson. Highlands review, I have Jeff Coletti, Grace Ann Kelly, Jose Maderos, and Jose Reyes.
Sure.
And last year we had the master plan reexamination team, but that's not.
Yeah,
right.
That's 10 years waiting.
Good for 10 years.
I did apply for a grant to integrate, health outcomes into our master plan, so. We do get, we might.
Oh, I'm thinking, do we just want to, does anyone just want to be a placeholder in it? If anything comes up, I'd rather have something that I can just refer. If the state sends us something. That we have people in it. Just, so,
So the list was Jose Reyes, Jose Maderos, Jeff Coletti, and Ryan Messinger.
you guys good?
And that's, so what was that one called? The
Master
master
plan.
plan review?
Not expecting anything to happen, but
Yeah,
So we're just gonna remove Jeff Coletti and not replace, or are we gonna replace?
that's fine.
You're on? Stay.
That's not too much work.
I thought you just.
Oh, I thought you said-
No, I said yes.
Oh, no, take them off, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you say yes.
Oh, wait, somebody, I like that.
Seriously? You're on everything.
Fucking Paul, there'll be more stuff to do on the pension committee.
Ambitious new member.
Alright, we are gonna move into a completeness review. Block 43, lot 46. 50 Mockingbird Lane. Issued a letter. You went to the applicant. Come up and state your name and how you're referencing this.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ted Carroll. I'm an attorney in Flemington, New Jersey with the Grunberg Law Office here on behalf of the applicants, Jane and Robert Santucci, who are the owners of the property located at 50 Mockingbird Lane. As Board Engineer Decker's technical review states, the applicants were previously granted variance approval in 2021 for the construction of a mechanical room to the rear of the existing dwelling, as well as the installation of a new water supply, well and underground propane tank. The applicant is returning to the board as a further variance relief is needed for the construction of a second floor addition over a portion of the existing workshop. In addition to a second floor porch and wraparound porch on the first floor of the existing dwelling. Due to the nature of the specific property and given its existing non-conforming conditions, the applicant requires a relief from the minimum front yard and side yard setbacks. We are in receipt, as I stated before, of Mr. Decker's completeness and initial technical review dated January 7th. And we respectfully request that the board deem the application complete. And I am here tonight, as well as the applicant, Mr. Santucci, to address any questions that the board may have at this time.
Well, I mean, that's easy night for you. So we did have a letter at our last meeting from Mr. Decker. That he recommended there were some deficiencies in the application. He recommended that the application be deemed incomplete. At which time, the January 7th, 2026 letter from Van Cleef Engineering. Was submitted to this board, and at which time Mr. Decker does recommend that the application be deemed complete. Everybody has it printed in front of them. They haven't had a chance to read through the letter. Give you some time. Or at this point, you can make a motion to deem this complete and schedule a sidewalk and hearing date.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Made and seconded, any further discussion? Okay, so the site walk, again, we would have loved to been able to do it at our next meeting, but you've heard the reasoning now. Okay, so, the site walk will be this Saturday previous to the meeting. So the next,
The 7th and the 9th.
so Saturday, 7th at 9 a.m. All right, that will have to be, noticed in the paper.
We do the notes.
Okay, and then the hearing will be on the,
Do we have the vote for the completeness?
yeah, well, I think we're gonna vote yet.
Oh, okay, all right. I skipped over that part. I think you're jumping ahead to the sidewalk. Okay,
No,
all right,
getting the dates firmed up.
got it, gotcha.
So, all right, motion made. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Abstentions? Okay,
Great, thank you very much. Then you would recommend that we publish the for your reviews?
Yes,
Okay, all right.
and, on that, okay, so I can send you any other information. I mean, your attorney. I know what- But,
We plan to schedule, publication before they put those. So that should put us,
that would give some time.
and I do know, 2021, you have the other application.
Yes.
So just so the board knows, this property is way off the beaten path. I believe it's Valley Road, go over by the mill, go across Muskie, make the first right, it's Valley Road, not Valley.
It's Valley Road,
Valley
and then, the Speaking Mockingbird Lane,
And then keep on
and
heading
it's,
straight down.
it's 3,000 feet long.
Yeah, so it's basically, I believe it's the last driveway or the last road in Bethlehem Township before Hampton.
Yes,
So it's all the way down, you make a right, and it's a very long driveway. You go over the old train tracks, go alongside them. You think you're going out in the middle of nowhere, get a beautiful piece of property out there.
first 1,200 feet is paved, then it turns to gravel. There's some bumps in it to get water off of it. At 2,000 feet, you hit the railroad tracks. That's and it's steep there, but you don't wanna stop and just turn left. And then it's about 700 feet over the railroad tracks and then 700 feet back.
Sure, you don't wanna get a school bus or something.
So Phil, you can bring your quad down there. Follow the train track. You might have to. So, is it relatively passable?
Oh, and
With whatever
he's got a little Lexus sports car, you can get a Honda Civic up there, you just, for the bumps, they're a little more extreme than they were in the past, but they're definitely doing a good job keeping the water off the driveway. So you slow down for that.
All right. Yeah,
The
so,
only issue would be, we're on the north side of the hill. If the driveway is ice, then that's a whole
yeah, be careful. Yep.
filter.
False. So.
Never call guys.
Yes, the mayor had a incident with regarding on a cell phone tower application.
Down the street. I know.
It was a solid device.
Nobody lets me forget.
And you went there.
What was that? You keep.
Well, thank you, everyone. I
And, actually, whatever members come out, it's not a social call, so we're not gonna be asking for testimony or anything else.
Well, that's okay, but I'll show you around.
Just,
See what's going
yeah,
on.
we're just gonna ask for basic markings of anything that you're changing, just so we have an idea, and, that's it.
If you could have like property lines marked out.
Like, the surveyor, has just put some new stuff in, but we're also working on the driveway. I mean, we were working on the driveway before this. When this came up, we kind of put the driveway on hold. Because it was already, this happened.
Could I make a suggestion for the applicant in order to save him time, or would that be inappropriate at this time?
No,
Was that?
No.
No, okay.
no, just, the basic knowledge that's
Yeah.
on the documents that you gave us. And, the only thing I will ask you is if there's just a question about a reference point. But beyond that, we're not gonna get into any kind of testimony or anything else. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
With that, does anybody like the motion to open the public?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Suzanne Walter, Port Lady, Charlton Road. The application number 202504, that's what that was.
Mockingbird Lane?
Is that the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, and, the environmental commission should get a copy of the application, the site plan. To review, because we're invited to the site walk, where that's come, correct?
So, yeah, so the discussion about, so Jose Reyes is your liaison.
Mhm,
He gets copies of all documents actually as being a voting member of the board.
mhm.
So he can make copies for your board. But we can't ask the applicant to generate more application
Mhm.
material than they're already doing. Right, so,
Or he could bring it to the environmental commission.
absolutely, absolutely, and that's.
And
that's-
if you
that's
can't
what his
make
job
it
is.
because the sidewalk's the 7th, if you can't make it to the environmental commission, then. Make arrangements so we can pick up a copy.
But, yeah, so I mean, the sidewalk is open to everybody.
Right.
So it's definitely available, but yeah, we can't have more applications going.
Yeah, I knew it was the
Okay.
liaison. And, so he didn't mention how much room is for parking up there.
It's, it's way out, so there's plenty of parking, even if you start
Ah.
going back.
I mean, I know his lane, I just have never been up there myself.
Yeah, it's so far off the beach trail, most normal people won't go back there. You're not, there's no reason to go back there. I mean, he has park on one side, Hampton's Woods are on the other. I believe it's actually the last property in Bethlehem Township before it's Hampton. So it's,
On that side, because
well, he's
there's
the only one.
Rhonda, you're right, but there's.
I mean, further up the train tracks towards like Iron Bridge, yes, but
But for those of us coming from the Hampton side, we'll be
Right.
making the
Left.
left.
you're making a
Yeah,
left.
it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's definitely in the world of not many people out there. Everyone's been. Everybody was at that sidewalk in the 2021?
No, I was,
No, yes,
no,
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 that's what on Saturday,
no, it was,
yeah, it was very unique.
it was when I
It's
was,
a very unique property.
I was on a hiatus.
Uh,
I joined us
So, yeah, it's, the point is, if you're going down a driveway that you think is going nowhere, you're going down the right. It's the right.
He has the sign on his, at the bottom, the bottom of the driveway.
You just follow.
Cross over the river.
Yeah,
And the road bends to the left, it's like it's the first thing on the right, you could probably be pulled into it.
yeah.
If you get.
There's a mailbox there.
You went too far.
Anybody on Zoom have any comments?
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Krista Reeves with the Musconnect Kong Watershed Association. I just came to follow up and see if there was any questions on a proposed project to plant the back half of Heritage Park. It's a NJDEP Natural Climate Solutions grant through the Green Carbon Forest Restoration Project. We'll be partnering with the SCA implementation crew, and it is a 3-year project that provides ongoing maintenance to get the trees past that early stage. I have submitted a letter of authority and access and a letter of support. So I just wanted to show up and make sure if there were any questions or concerns before we keep moving forward with that application.
So on Saturday, I was driving down Asbury Anderson, and there was trees planted in that zone. Many trees that were planted, Suzanne would probably know. And I noticed, I'd probably say 80 to 85% of those trees are dead. And, it gives me a little bit of pause. Now, what you said is the maintenance, which is critical, but I think it's a sin to have all of that effort that's been done by whoever did it. I don't know who did, but there was a lot of trees planted and the significant amount of them that are all dead. And now they're just a little white covering to keep the deer rubs off of them. It's a concern to go through the expense, even if it's not the township's expense, it's somebody's expense. That those trees have a better chance of living.
You talking about those kind of right along the river?
All the way along the river on the right riparian zone from Four Paws, going all the way that area.
Yeah, I know the tree planting you're talking about. I think that's a Trout Unlimited project from about 8-9 years ago, and I wholly agree with you. And so does DEP. We have to submit we have to have a forester on board. We have to have a 90% survival rate at the end of the 3-year period. We have to submit an adaptive management plan, a restoration plan, a site prep plan, a planting plan, and an ongoing, operations and maintenance plan. Plus, we're doing invasive species management both before planting and during the entire maintenance period. So it's not just you that has those concerns if they're putting out all that money for a bunch of trees, because that's absolutely something that I see too. People come in, they plant a bunch of trees and they walk away, and that's problematic. I'm sorry? If somebody's asking a question, I can't hear it. I'm sorry.
is there a specific diameter of the trees that are being planted?
Yeah, they're number 2 trees. So they're the 2-gallon trees. It's not bare root and they're containerized trees. They're all native species. The list has been provided by DEP, so they're all pre-approved. And like I said, there is a forester that will be hired in the process of all of this.
Guys, you're having audio problems there in the township building.
Okay, look.
Sounds better now.
I think it's talking in this direction.
It sounds good now.
Mike, and the mic's
Okay.
over here.
Yeah.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not public, so you have to open.
Make a motion to open. to-
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
This is still.
Yeah, that's right.
This is also-
Is everybody else in the audience that?
Go on.
So my big concern besides trees dying is the plastic things that are left there. The ones at Turkey Hill, they use those, the small little ones. And most of the time, they're just left there for decades. And then the plastic collars that they're using, I know the MWA used them down by the, trail by the resource center. And the cages, and they just did it in Hampton. It's plastic garbage at some point, so I would like to see part of the plan, a removal of them once the trees get established.
Yep, that actually is part of the tree protection plan. So that's already been written up as well. So the tree protection plan also calls for the removal of the tree protection after the appropriate time has passed.
So that's gonna be true for the ones you just did in Hampton, in the Hampton Borough Park?
Yeah, actually, those have already been taken away. So we worked with the municipality and the DPW there, and those have already been taken care of.
Oh, wow, you just put those trees in last year, I thought.
Yep, and we worked with the DPW. They said they were established, and therefore we removed the tree protection.
All right, and so if it's the metal cage, those you leave or you take up the metal?
Those can stay longer because they're a larger diameter. So that's an ongoing adaptive management, maintenance issue.
By the same token, I hate to see them taken off too early and have the deer.
Yeah, just destroy
Then
them.
destroy them and kill them.
Yeah, well,
So
they,
they know the timing, but I don't want to rush, if it's there, and then.
no, I totally understand not rushing it, and I've had plenty of trees on my
My
property.
concern, what I said going, the opening point is all of those plastic pieces are now standing upright
With nothing in them,
in the flood zone with dead
yeah.
trees or nothing left there,
Well,
so.
I think part of this, Chris, you're correct, to be the final approval of the funding is based on 90% survival of what you plan.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear at least it's a 3-year plan, because
Yeah.
I think none of the other ones had a particular maintenance plan, except if the person was around to bring out their watering can, which Joyce used to do, so.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of this is carbon sequestration. So they have their eyes on the longevity of this project. This isn't just a riparian planting and, then you walk away. Like, from our calculations, it's about 5 metric tons of CO2 that's going to be sequestered per acre per year once this is established. And we do have the ability to extend this up to 5 years if the adaptive maintenance calls for it. If we see that the site needs more attention, they will let us pay more attention to the site. So it's not just they're invested in this too, with up to 5 years of maintenance being applied to this. And, it's not just the CO2. There's hundreds of thousands of gallons of stormwater annually slowed and absorbed and filtered right there on site and returned to groundwater for the aquifer recharge for everybody's wells. And then 50% reduction of sediment and phosphorus to the waterways with this, it's a little over 6 acres of restored parkland. Right now, as it's sitting, it's basically a field of invasive species. There's lots of mugwort, multiflora rose, and so not only would we be coming in and planting the trees, we'd be doing invasive removal and maintenance for up to 3 to 5 years as well. So to make sure that those trees become well established, and then once the canopy from the trees is established, then that helps shade out the invasives. And there's going to be annual mulch around all of these trees as part of the invasive management. So
Getting rid of the mugwort.
what's that? I'm sorry. Yeah, the audio is cutting out again. I'm sorry.
Rid of the mugwort.
That's part of what we're consulting with the forester about. So that'll be part of their plan.
And are there different trees because it's carbon sequestration and not just riparian buffer, or pretty much the same type of tree?
No, there's a variety of trees. They actually call for you to have a diversity of trees because they're also concerned about other invasive pests coming in. Emerald ash taught us a lot. So they're cognizant of that as well. So I think as it stands right now with a preliminary plan, we have 9 to 10 different species of trees that would be planted in that plot.
I was asking if it's just for riparian buffer, is it
No.
different?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll add a little bit. Tree wraps, those tree wraps they use, they're okay in the beginning, but the tree actually needs light on the bark. And those tree wraps hold in funguses. You get bugs going there, and they could live in there with a little condo. So when the tree gets older, what we use now, they're black plastic with big holes in them. So the sun could go through and the tree could breathe. But, that would be something, once the tree got the size, you'd have to change it. And if you take them off, even years from now, the deer are still gonna, they're still gonna rub up, destroy them. It's tough. It's tough with the deer, especially. They're the biggest problem. But nobody's gonna do that.
Any other public comment? I think you received. Make motion to close the public.
So,
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you.
All right. All right, we got the minutes. December 8th.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was present on that.
You were not?
I was.
You were?
Yeah.
I did everything from the audio because I wasn't here.
I'm president, you're not absent.
Yeah, your list of present is very incomplete.
All right.
I was there too.
All right, so was the only people who were absent was me? and Brad and Grace.
Okay.
Via Zoom.
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes as amended.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Abstention? Alright, so we're gonna have, we're not gonna do it tonight, we're gonna have the stormwater follow training, which is the video that we watched last year. And we're gonna have that we're gonna have that at another meeting.
Not the same video, it's 45 minutes.
It's a 45-minute long video versus the quickness of it last time, so it's nice that we don't have a lot to do. Next couple meetings, if we can manage to, maybe next meeting. We can't do the application. We'll get that finished, depending on the weather.
We're gonna watch that on this.
So we watched it on the laptop, I believe, last year, we all sat back. But we'll see if we
No, I
can.
think we had it on the
We
screen.
had it on the screen and we sat in the pews there.
Let's see if we can get it up on the screen.
So if any member is not here, they're gonna have to watch it on their own.
You four have to do it, everybody else is.
All
we-
four members don't want to.
You made the decision last year that we would just keep everybody up to date every single year, so we would never be out of compliance.
Okay.
Where is this video from? Do we have it?
Tom, Decker sent it to me, so it's the official one
State
from
of New Jersey.
Stormwater Management.
But is it like online?
It is.
It's on YouTube. It's easy to get to.
Yeah,
So if you could give us a link to that, then, I mean, I wouldn't mind watching it on my own so that I don't have to squint at that screen.
Same.
But we could do a sheet just certifying that you watched it.
Everyone with that, oh, not doing it in the meeting at all?
No, so I want to do it for the general public also.
I'm ready, I'm fine either way.
Yeah.
I
So
think
if
it's,
we do one or the other.
I think that what we do here is that, Suzanne and other people have sometimes questions and concerns, so, they can see what we're seeing.
Hey, Ken, I could put it in the website as a clickable link.
Okay,
If you want me
Yeah.
to do that.
we could do that for board members that want to look at it beforehand, because it can get to be, challenging when it's one screen.
Thanks, Lou.
Thank you.
That's something we have to look into. Who's in there?
What do you? Discussion.
That would be on the township site.
Yeah.
I'll send it out as well to the board on Wednesday.
All right, Mayor?
Want to do, well, announcement from Jeff, who's sworn in for the organization meeting. Jeff is our official class 2. Judy has chosen to retire from the planning board.
You gotta beat up all week, she's just.
Give her a hard time. Judy and I continue to serve as mayor and deputy mayor, so if she's in that role, if you need anything from Judy, she's very accessible, and so congratulations, welcome to Jeff. And Grace, I'd like to thank you for your years of service, deputy chair, vice chair. You've been leading us for a long time. We
My
appreciate
pleasure.
that.
My pleasure.
Appreciate your continued service for us.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Nothing else, our first official business meeting, the township is this coming Thursday, the 15th. Reorganization, and really complete, any business, anything professionals, so, 15th, 7:30.
Yeah. You got the floor.
Nothing to say. I guess.
Better have to learn, huh?
board members have anything? Mom?
Two things, my annual reminder that when we have the meeting, when we're recording, all the shuffling of paper as well as the side conversations are picked up. And therefore it can make it very hard sometimes to figure out who is saying what, as well as who is doing motions if I'm doing it directly from. So it's not only difficult for everybody on YouTube to see it from with our audio issue, but sometimes it's challenging. We have a couple of, we have a lot coming up and I just want to make sure that I get those clear. So if we can just be aware of that, even like if you're shuffling papers a lot, it also affects it. It literally picks up everything. That's my annual announcement. I'll leave you guys alone about that. Number two, I've given all of you the contact sheet. If anything has changed, please give it back to me. If it hasn't changed, you don't need to give it back to me. I just need it if there's any changes. Next meeting I'll have in the binder, I'll have the new contact sheet with the professionals' numbers and the new committees as well put into that at that time.
Good question about the recording. We recording over here, but then Lou also records it on Zoom.
Right.
So which, does it matter? Like if you listen to both and they both kind of are fuzzy or?
If to me, the official one is official until I do the written notes. After the written minutes are done, that's no longer official. The written ones are. For record keeping purposes or the MLUL. If I can't figure something out, I'll go to the YouTube as well. It's the backup, but the YouTube is more as a courtesy to the public so that they have access. If anybody wants to hear what we record, then it's a fee for us.
I just didn't know if we could hear it better on YouTube.
Sometimes together I can get things.
With the owl, you can see who's talking.
Yes, sometimes it'll swing in the right direction. I'll be like, oh, that's.
Not always.
Yeah, right.
But like tonight, it was challenging. So. All right. Nothing else? So, motion to adjourn.
Second.
All over there. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I think, I was going to hang out this morning.
Yeah, I'll put that video up in the on the stormwater page.
Thank you.
Stormwater thing.
Oh, stormwater, okay.
Put it up tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye, thank you, Lou.
When is it class?
It's Wednesday, it's the end of the month.